The South Park movie just turned 25. It also ruined my life. Let me explain why.
So, boys, you saw that movie again?
Yes.
What is up, guys? Thanks for watching another video. If you want more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, I definitely wasn't lying at the top of this video when I said the South Park movie ruined my life, but to be honest, it is one of my favorite movies of all time, so it was a little bit clickbaity. If you follow my channel for a while, you know I am a huge South Park fan, and to be honest, I think the movie Bigger, Longer, and Uncut actually started it all for me. And in a weird way, I feel like my story of how South Park ruined my life actually mirrors the events of the South Park movie completely. So when I was a kid, I was never allowed to watch South Park. We were allowed to watch The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy even, but South Park was just a little bit too rude, and my parents did not want me watching that show.
You think that's bad?
And of course, when you're a kid, you naturally crave out things that your parents don't want you to do. It's just kind of a psychological thing where you wonder why you're not allowed to watch it. Anyway, one day when I was about 10 years old, we noticed the South Park movie was for sale on DVD outside a shop. Yes, this is back in the days where you would buy DVDs if you wanted to watch a movie or rent them. Can you believe this? So we pulled our money together and bought South Park the movie on DVD for $10, took it home and watched it.
Well, the film is R-rated and it's not intended for children.
But of course children are gonna see it.
Can I finish?
And I've got to say, until that day, I was quite an innocent boy. I didn't know many swear words. I didn't really know anything rude at all. It's just kind of how my parents had protected me from all this stuff. But it all changed when I watched this movie. And from that day on, I was swearing repeatedly. I was saying rude stuff all the time. I really took a lot out of this movie and made it my entire personality. I had never seen anything so crude in my entire life. And if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What did he say?
Terrence, why would you call me a pig f***er?
Well, let's see. First of all, you pigs.
The South Park movie came out in 1999, and I think it is just one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Not just that, it is also a musical. That is right, this is a musical film, and the songs are incredible. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of the songs, Blame Canada, might have won an Oscar for being like the best original song or something. And the whole story of the South Park movie is that the main boys, Kyle, Cartman, Kenny, and Stan, go to see the Terrence and Phillip movie. Terrence and Phillip is like a crude potty humor TV show that they watch, and now they are going to see the movie version, and the movie version is filled with some of the most vile, rude words that these kids have never heard in their lives. Now that's starting to sound familiar, isn't it?
Oh, you shit-faced cockmaster!
Wow. Faced master.
And after seeing this movie, the kids are just completely overcome. They are totally obsessed with the swearing and the rudeness and the farting. So much of this stuff permeates them just because they saw this movie in cinemas.
How would you like to go see the school counselor?
How would you like to suck my balls?
Now, as a nearly 30-year-old man, I look back and realize that what happened to me was exactly what happened in the movie. I saw a movie based on a crude potty humor TV show that was full of swear words and influenced me hard.
Holy crap, did you see that?
Now in the movie, this actually ends up causing a war between the USA and Canada. One of the boys, Kenny, dies and goes to hell where he meets Satan, who is dating Saddam Hussein, who ultimately becomes the true villain of the movie.
I'm just excited about taking over the world. Come on.
But who I really have to give credit to for this movie is Trey Parker and Matt Stone, creators of South Park, who just are always so on point with their social commentary. And this movie, which was in the very early days of South Park in 1999, proves that. Because in real life, parents were complaining that even though South Park was an R-rated TV show, kids were obviously going to watch it, which is the exact same argument that the parents in the South Park movie make about Terrence and Phillip.
This is what happens when toilet humor is allowed to run rampant.
It's just this amazing instance of life imitating art, or art imitating life, or something imitating something. I'm not 100% sure. But Trey Parker took the criticisms that were being leveled against their show and essentially turned that into content for their movie and satirized it to hell and back. Actually, literally.
I am Satan. I am your god now.
I mean, at some point I would love to do like a proper review of the movie, because this is more about my experience with it, which I hope you're enjoying, by the way. But I think a part of my childlike innocence died when I saw this movie, and that's not a bad thing. I lapped this up, okay? But it started making me get in trouble at school or with my parents because I was suddenly acting out and saying words that I shouldn't have been saying because I thought it was cool. Side note, I was cool, whatever. But this movie actually ignited my love and passion for South Park. I started watching it secretly on the TV in a spare room in our house. And now I do breakdown videos of every new South Park episode and the satire that they contain. I can draw a straight line between me seeing the South Park movie on DVD that day and what I do now, and I'm genuinely so happy I saw it, even though it ruined my life.
Damn it! It never gets any easier!
Of course I am being facetious when I say it ruined my life, but I just think it's funny. Plus, the movie ends in such an incredible moment where, for the first time in the series, you see Kenny's face and hear him speak unmuffled.
Goodbye, you guys.
Kenny, of course, is the hooded character in the orange parka whose voice is always muffled underneath the parka. But yep, this is the first time he removes his hood and shows his true face to the audience in this grand reveal. And even as a kid, I found that moment so profound. I don't know what it was about seeing Kenny's face and hearing him speak for the first time, but it just felt like such a special moment. And then I learned the words to every single song on this soundtrack, downloading them off LimeWire, and I can still sing them all to this day. Though we die, no resistance lives on. What would Ryan Boitano do if he was here right now? Put your face, Uncle F***. You remember my friend Cosmo, the biggest in the whole web, but she's she has to be big. There's so much room where babies pop and flowers bloom. I think this movie is so good. It's a whimsical musical that sometimes sends up Disney movies. It is so expletive laden. It is so crude. It is so rude. But at the same time, I really think South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut is a masterpiece of animated film. I think this movie is incredible in its writing, in its animation, in the way it pushed this series forward, in its satire. Every facet of it continues to amaze me to this day. So South Park the movie, happy 25th birthday. F*** you. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want more pop culture content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me if you could get on board. I just do videos like this, so yeah, I'd love to have you around for the ride. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/RadioMike. You can get on board that as well and support me financially, which really helps in the current cost of living crisis here. So yeah, I'd love for you to help me out with that. Also, if you like reading, I do a blog. It's just called Radio Mike's Blog, and it's radiomike.substack.com. Link is in the description. I write about pop culture, anxiety, mental health, and being a millennial. So yeah, check that out as well. Okay, that's pretty much it from me. I'll see you in another video. My name's been Radio Mike, and this has been The Inside of My Mind. Catch you later.